Hey guys, excuse me, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. I'm still playing catch up on Roxy's weekly challenge. I'm actually playing catch up on a couple of things from being sick because I was sick for like 2 weeks. I was trying to get videos up, but I finally got my voice back. I'm not coughing anymore. Well, you would have seen Roxy's week 15 where I made a mess of jelly plates. So I have some double-sided, actually I want to make that the inside, I think. I have some double-sided lightweight cardstock here. I started folding one just to see if I could get, these are from some coloring book, from a coloring book that I wanted to use the pages up out of, and I thought it made a neat pocket in here. And what I ended up doing was folding it wrong, and it's kind of big, so the pocket comes out kind of small for the space. And I ended up folding it. It's still like, there's still like probably at least a 1/2 inch gap between the fold and the pocket. So I could make it a little, what I want to do with this one, I might be able to get away with making this a little bigger, but I'm not really, sure I want to, if I'm honest. Okay, so this pocket ends up being only 3.5 inches wide, but because of the way I folded this, it's got like a spine. So, and I tucked this over because it overhangs. To make it this small, it goes way over. So I made this a tuck, or it will be a tuck. And then I have this, and what I was thinking of was, you know, her accordion pocket idea? I was going to stack a whole bunch of these together in this one, since it has a spine. And I would say I'd turn them that way, but that problem is makes my owl upside down. So I don't want to turn them that way. So, I'm going to try gluing some down and then gluing a bunch, but he's going to be the top one. And I have a bunch of pages here that I tore out that we'll have to cut to make for that one. So that's what I want to do with that one. Now these ones, I have some different pages here. These are from that, the last 2 million years book or whatever. And I thought, you know, I mean, just to fold up as a pocket, to be inside something like this, you know, just having text background to decorate. Ooh, treasures of the death pits. That's what that says. Maybe not this one. Or, I mean, I guess I could cover that up. I don't know. I didn't really see that it said treasures of the death pits. I do have some other ones here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more lucky on what these ones are. Because, I mean, the inside is going to stay on the inside by the... This one says honoring the harvest gods. That's a little bit better. Okay, and then I thought maybe... So we'll do one with a text page. I'm going to tear that off there. I'm going to tear this off here. Oops. Well, I mean, that's going to be the edge of the pocket, so I'm going to be gluing on there. So, all right, let's set these aside and get rid of this. So I'll have a pocket to go in this one, right? Okay. Kind of tuck that in over there and then fold this side. So there's my flap. I cut these. These weren't really scraps. I cut these specifically for this project. So they're 12-inch pieces of scrapbook paper, and I cut 9-inch strips off of them to use for the pocket thing. So, and I might even be able to take some off of this one. Oh, I put that like right up against the folds. I might be able to take some off of this one. So let me see about, it's exactly the length of my ruler though. So it's like, I don't want to make it not straight. It would be kind of neat to have a torn edge on it though. So I can't remember the different variations that she did. I know she had 3. I think one had to do with sewing some pages in or something. Or putting some pages in. I don't know if I'll be quite that ambitious just yet. But it sounded like a good idea to me. Sorry, I know I'm talking slow. I'm trying to line this up. I'm not actually on any lines, and I'm just trying to make sure that I tear this straight. And I have the wrong side of the ruler facing down. It's probably messing with my tearing. Yeah, probably is. Okay, so that would be that one. And that's got torn edges. I like that. So that's that one. And that's just going to have the one pocket. Like that. Now what might be a lot of fun is to have this pocket here and then have the other pocket there. You know, so that it's, I might do that. I'm wondering if I should... I just tore that off so that it's easier to get in there. It's not so close to the fold. Okay, so what we need to do is glue the parts down for our pocket. And get these put together. So we're doing a bead of glue down here. I always like to run one down the seam just to kind of help reinforce the fold. That's my wing and a prayer that the paper doesn't tear. And this probably doesn't have to go all the way up to that edge. I probably should have put my glue on there instead, because now I'm going to have a bunch of glue that I have to wipe off. See, because I went all the way to my fold. I knew better, and I did it anyway. And I don't have a glue page out, so I'm getting ready to get glue all over my mat. You guys will notice probably a couple of videos now, I have turned my mat over. Yeah, I finally got tired of the grungy side, and I decided to turn it over to use the clean side. So I'm trying to keep it clean. It's not necessarily working. Okay. So that's our pocket. I'm wondering if I should punch a hole just so that I remember. I mean, it's not like you're going to forget, but you know what I mean. And I'm not really sure how I want to decorate this, because one of my thoughts is kind of like something like this. Now, I'm not going to get out Mod Podge and all that. We're going to try something, and if it works, it'll decorate our napkin. Yay. Of course, I have to be able to get into this thing of napkins first. Okay. I'm going to need more spread out gluing surface. And I'm hoping this is a 2-ply napkin. You guys want to watch me fumble with a napkin? I get them to come apart at the edge all the time, just like that. That feels like it might still have another. Yep. Okay. Okay. I think that would look really pretty over the text. I mean, you can still see the text through it, and then I can decorate however I want. And then maybe put a piece there. I should have done it before I glued the flap shut, because now I'm going to have to, yeah. We'll see how that goes. All right, so what I'm thinking is, I've seen lots of people do this with glue stick. So wing and a prayer. Usually they use a wetter glue stick than this, because I'm going to admit this is not a wet glue stick. So I'm going to hope that this works. I keep wanting to go online and order some. The Scotch Create glue stick looks like a good wet glue stick, and I've been wanting to try using it to put napkin down, because I feel like a wet glue stick would work for this. Now this might work. I'm not saying it's not gonna, because these Tombow glue sticks, I like them. They're really sticky. I haven't had any problems with anything coming up that I've glued down with one. That one's almost out. Okay, so mainly I want to line up here, and then I can tear off edges. I'm kind of trying to pull it straight so it goes down flat. There we go. Now, let's hope that works. I mean, if it stays, I like it. Yeah? Let's see if tearing the end off works. Oops. We're going to tear the end off of the thing, and I'm going to try and hold it on the... so it doesn't try to lift away from where I glued it down. And then I'm thinking I might just do this, because this is going to get glued down, so I don't care what it looks like. I know I went through all the trouble to tear the edges of the book page. Oh well. Okay. Oh, wait, now it's going to go in here. I really like that. I always have to decorate this because that's yucky. I don't like it. What if I did? No. What else do I have, guys? Let me see. Let me see. What about this one? Yeah. Okay. I could just do white. Just to kind of tone it down. Yeah, but I would want 2 layers because that's not... I don't want white. I'll do white. Okay. You are going to be able... I mean, there's going to be a seam there. So, hopefully... But the pocket sits really flat, so hopefully you won't notice it too bad. Okay, so I'm really liking the way this napkin thing is turning out. So let's... I think we'll put this on here. Let me get this out of its envelope. I'm like sticking things to things that I don't want stuck. Okay, let me get this out of here. I really like the way this is looking. And we'll put glue on the flap. Can you see the blue? I'm running out of glue again. I'm beginning to think I'm... Oh no, I got more in here. Pull out a fresh one. Because this is about to be empty. Like to the point of not being able to use it empty. This glue stick seems to work really good for putting down napkin. It especially works really good for putting down napkin flat. Like, I feel like Mod Podge dropped my glue in my glue. Okay. Let's put that off to the side and we'll start another stick. Get that. I will say these Tombow glue sticks have an odd odor. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but the odor is really weird. I just want to make sure that everything sticks good. I don't know if you can hear the people upstairs, but they're playing with the dog and being rowdy and you know, all that sort of thing. So I apologize if it's... Kind of wanted to put that seam down. I was hoping that if I put the seam down first, it would flatten out. Don't tear, don't tear, don't tear. Okay. You just get it down all over the napkin. I mean, all over the thing. And then we're going to try and tuck a little bit of it in. Because I think I put... Sorry about that. Laundry interruption. And I think he's going to be back, so I might be pausing again in a minute. I'm trying to get this to stick. I might have to tear it off and then put the corner down because it's where it's glued, so it won't go all the way over. So I liked the torn edge that we got the last time. Okay, I think that will be it for now. So anyway, I stuck it. my glue page. It wasn't very smart of me. All right, now we're going to tear off all the edges. Hopefully. All the excess napkin. Now on this side, I'm going to tear off the edge, but I've got to do some finagling because it's... That's what I didn't want to do. There's a little white spot there. And honestly, I probably could have just left it and nobody would have noticed, but I'm probably making it more noticeable by messing with it than I am if I had just left it alone. Okay, enough of that. Now we put our fold back in it, and we'll have to do something to this. I don't know if I want to do napkin again, or if I do napkin, a different one. But I think this turned out really nice. So now that opens up like that. All right, I'm going to get out my ink. I know that Rachel doesn't ink a lot of stuff, but I'm going to ink this. Oops. That would be the lid. See if I can get this to... You can tell where the glue didn't hold it because it it tears away from the paper. So I'm definitely going to ink that corner a little more. We know how inking hides a multitude of sins sometimes. Now I didn't ink the pocket, so we're going to give it a shot. The hardest part will, of course, be right here, but it's an edge, so it's okay for it to look a little extra, I guess. I really do like this. I think this is... And of course, this is always the part that takes me forever because although I made these decisions relatively quick, I will say. And usually I'm hemming and hawing about stuff. And it takes me forever to pick things and... But I feel like this went relatively quickly. Okay, now, my thought, now she just took a stripe of glue. Now we haven't finished because I haven't done the flap yet. But she just took a strip of glue and like went right down the middle and then glued it down. Which I'm not sure about that because I'm not doing the accordion thing with this. So, and I'm thinking about making this side a pocket. So like you have a pocket when you open the flap, you have a pocket here, and then you have a pocket there. So what I think I'm going to do is make sure I glue the right 3 sides. And we're going to glue this down as a pocket. So we have a double pocket inside here. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I should do this first. I can't decide if I should use this napkin again as I like them together, and then when you open it up, it's still the same thing. Or if I should make it all pink, and then you open it up and there's like a little surprise. Maybe I'll do that. The only other thing I can think of doing would be to add... See, here we go. What was I just talking about? Hemming and hawing. Was I talking about hemming and hawing? I could add this. You know, since this has all different kinds of things, making this all different kinds of things. Let's see. Try not to make too big of a mess either. All right. I know we're spending all of our time on this one, and I have that one that's supposed to be an accordion that's probably going to take forever, which I need to get to because we have to cut the pages. I know you're supposed to like get your fingers sticky or something and pull the center. But some of these napkins, even though they're like, they've got this textured stamping on the edges to hold them together, some of them, oh, that one just tore. If you just wiggle the edges, they're not as tightly stuck. And if you just wiggle the edges, the layers will separate and you can just peel it apart. That doesn't work for all of them, but it works for some of them. I have more stubborn napkins. I'm wondering if I should do this like this so I don't end up with any glue on my pink napkin, or God forbid I catch the pink napkin, and I don't know how fragile this is. Now that it's stuck down, I'm hoping that it's like no worries. It's got a nice feel on the surface because it's not Mod Podged, so it's not like hard or crunchy, for lack of a better word. Okay. Enough of that. Okay, now we're going to stick this down here. And we're going to put some more glue on this corner. I don't know if that's over my fold or not. I can't tell. So just to be safe. Okay, let's get this out. There's my edge. So let's make sure we hold this really good. And we'll just tear the napkin off. Oh, that didn't work. Well, always got to be one, doesn't there? Okay. I'll see if I can clean it up a little bit. Let's pick it up off of here. That's funny. The ink got on the glue paper. All right. Yeah, that's like really... I just have to clean up this edge a little bit. Lucky that napkin tears easy. Guys, I'm going to be sitting here covering things with napkins now that I've figured out that this works for like ages. Okay. So let's tear these edges. And this works twofold. I mean, it holds the napkin. The reason I'm tearing it against a ruler mainly is to hold the napkin that's stuck on the napkin. Although right there it looks like it tore off a little bit. I'm hoping that it'll keep it from... The other thing that would probably keep it from tearing off is waiting till it's dry, but, you know. All right, so we'll ink this flap. Uh-oh. Get my ink out from under my... There was a little bit of excess napkin sticking up over there. I don't know how that happened, because I don't think I cut that edge. That was the straight edge that I put down, so not really sure about that, but anyway, hopefully when I glue it down it won't be. And I don't know if this ink along this edge is going to show, because I'm thinking about putting some lace or something on here, but I thought I would. Okay. Now, see, we're going to put it down like this, right? That's what I decided. And I need these 3 sides. All right. And I tell you, it's taken 15 minutes just to get this. And I had started it yesterday, so, or I'd started it earlier in the video. I actually had to make this video in 2 parts. So, technically, yes, I started this yesterday and I'm finishing it up now. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. So, I'm just curious if, you know, other people are trying these. I haven't had a lot of time to watch. Now that I'm trying to get caught up, I'm trying to, you know, get videos made and stuff, and I'm not having a ton of time to sit and watch. So I haven't been able to go and see other people's versions of these, but hopefully after I get this filmed, I'll be able to watch some videos. I'm curious to see how other people's little things have turned out. So we have a pocket here, and you flip this up, and we have a pocket here. And then this whole thing gets folded in like this. Uh-oh. I must have put that right up against there. Okay. Well, let's get the bone folder out, and we'll make sure that this fold is good. Okay, now that is our main piece, right? So let me see about, oh, if we were going to put something down this edge, it would need to be a piece of cardstock, right? Where are my cutoffs? I do have cutoffs for making these 9-inch. See, we have cutoffs. So maybe a piece of one of these. This is the outside of this. So maybe I could just put a piece of this in here as a cutoff. Question is, how wide do we want to make it? How wide is the... And do I want to do a tuck or something else? there's a piece of me that wants to do something else because this is a side and this is a side. I don't want another side. So it's either going to be, what if I did, where's my seam? Okay, my seam is right here, making it 4 1/4 inches. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we are going to cut this to 4 inches. I mean, I could probably just get my cutter out over there. You guys can probably see it. Can you? No, it's buried. It's over there. But right now, this is quicker. Did I cut that right? No. Why is that not? I measure this wrong? That's probably what the problem is. I probably measured it wrong. 3, 4. No, 4 1/4. Did I measure this wrong? No, it's 4 inches. Oh, well, it looks like a lot more space over here because of the seam. Okay, that's okay. We're good. We're good, we're good. All right, we're going to cut 2 of these and we're going to do a stacked pocket. Oops. Actually, I think I want the... Oh, for Pete's sake. I didn't realize this cutting mat was that slick. That's probably also 4 inches just because this was a 12-inch piece of paper. Okay, now I think I'm going to put this edge to that side and this edge to this side. So they're not... Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the thing where, like Rachel does when she does pockets. Oops, forgot. I moved my punches. I rearranged my drawers, guys, so that things would fit a little better. I put things in... Oh, my Lord. Put things in drawers that they would fit in better. And every once in a while, I forget. Okay. So let's ink these and glue them down. Try not to get ink all over my mat. Also, I apologize if you can hear my washer and dryer in the background. When I edit, I usually can't edit that noise out. So I know that it's in the background back there. I'm sorry, guys. Like I've said before, I am in my laundry room, so laundry is happening. Okay. So we're going to glue these down. And I suppose this is another one of those things you could clip in. Or you could glue in. However you decide to do it, if you want to use it in a journal. And actually, what I might do is finish this video here and revisit the accordion version in my 12 by 12 paper series, just because if you do this with scrapbook paper, it uses up a whole 12 by 12 sheet the way I did it. So I may do the accordion version of this in the 12 by 12 paper, using 12 by 12 paper series. So you'll have to head over and see that version of that there. Because I didn't really think about it, but this does, using these as this part as pockets, this ends up using up, because this is the 3-inch strip that I tore off of this to make this 9 by 12 to do the folding. This is the 3-inch strip that I got these pockets from, and I've just got this piece, which, if you really wanted to, you could use on here. Well, I would flip it over, use it on there, like that. And have a pocket on the front, right? Or you could flip it over and have a pocket on the back. If you're not going to glue this in, then you could put a pocket back here. I think I'm going to put the pocket on the front. I actually like that idea. So this has plenty of pockets, and we've used up an entire piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. So like I said, you can revisit this project, and I'll do another sort of show and tell of it in my 12 by 12 paper series. And the only reason I'll put a version of this video or refilm a version of this video there is because that's kind of a place I suppose I could just link this video in that playlist. I'm all over the place with what I'm going to do. Like I said, let's see where we are time-wise, and then I'll decide whether I want to make a whole new video or whether I want to just link this video in that playlist. It's just, my idea behind it was, like, I go searching for things to do with 12 by 12 paper, and everybody's got videos. There's all kinds of them all over the place, and there's really cool ideas everywhere. So I just am, you know, trying them out, and the ones that I really like, I'm putting together in a playlist in one place so that, you know, I'm making an attempt to do the project on camera and then putting it in a playlist so that there's a place where you can go to get a whole bunch of 12 by 12 projects all in one spot. So, and honestly, the only thing that's going to hold me up on the accordion one, because I probably won't decorate that one so much as just, we'll just make it and, okay. So that goes down like that. And I'm going to set this one off to the side and we'll see how long this takes. So basically what we need to do, let me move my napkins. My hole punch, my napkin straps. Okay, now basically what I need to do is I need to cut these all the same size as this. So let me, and it doesn't matter what they look like, because actually, you know what? It'd probably be easier if I just measure it. So we're cutting them to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5 inches tall. So let's do that first. And we're going to try and do all of them at once so that I only have to do this. We only have to do the cutting once and then we'll do the folding. And it doesn't matter what parts of the picture I cut off for this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Because these are all going to be buried under the top one, right? So no Okay, so that's 8.5. Now, how wide did we make it? Is it 8.5 by 8.5? It's 8. It's a little over 8.5. You know what? I'm going to make it. I need the bottom one to be longer. Because I think the bottom one is going to have the flap that comes up over everybody. Unless I put a piece of paper back there to make the flap. Which is also a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to go with the piece of paper at this point. And I don't actually need these to be that long because they're just the pocket part. So we've cut them all off. This pocket needs to be about 3.5. Why the bottom, I don't know. I just feel like the bottom might hide it better versus me trimming it. Okay. All right, now the next thing we have to do, you might see a couple edits in here, one before now, and because I'll show you the one process, and then I'll probably edit out me, like, you don't need to sit here and watch me glue 6 pockets. You know how to glue a pocket, right? So we're going to glue all of the pockets closed. And I'm not on the glue mat. Nope. My glue pages. Oh, almost lost my cutting knife. Okay. So we're going to glue all 6 of these pockets. So with the marvels of modern editing software, that's 6 pockets glued. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to test a theory here. We're going to cut off, this is going to be the bottom one. Wait, should get one that doesn't have a lot on it when it's folded over. That one. Okay. All right. So for the rest of these, what I'm going to do is we're going to very carefully stack these up, lay this down right along the edge of the pocket, and cut all these flaps off. Because we're not going to need them. So, and then what hopefully will happen is these will all get glued down, and then this will be the flap on all of them. Okay, so now the idea here is, the idea behind an accordion is that they pull at the middle, right? So you would only want glue right up the middle. Get the glue sheets back. And we're going to try and do this so that I'm just eyeballing middle. Speaking of eyeballs, we're going to go right up his eyeball. Right there like that. And then let me flip these over so I get them. Because the owl goes on top. Okay, so far so good. Sort of. I hope. Alright. Now, I would like them to all be at the same place. I did not glue that when they're upside down, right? No, I did not. So why aren't you opening? Why isn't this opening? Oh my gosh, guys. You will never guess what I did. Actually, you might. I just glued all these pockets shut. Instead of just gluing up the sides, I glued all the way down the... So we're going to have to cut off our flap and make a new one. I cannot believe I did that. So that means all my pockets are going to get a little shorter. This is going to work. I'm going to make this work. Through all my faux pas, I'm going to make this work. So I'm going to have to cut off... I don't know if that's a straight line or not, but that's where I'm doing it. And now we have really narrow pockets, and this is really wide for these really narrow pockets. I mean, there is a lot of space up there. Well, it'll be easy to get things in and out of them. We'll just say that. So, yeah. All right, now the back one should be open now. Yeah, so see, there's the accordion. So now what I need to do is try and stay in around the same area for the rest of the pages. So we're just going to glue all these together real quick. See there, guys? It makes a little accordion. This is so cool. Okay, wait, we got one more because our owl is our top. Because I just think he's really pretty. And we'll probably decorate around him some, but... Okay. All right, now that's our accordion. Now we want I want the spine that got created because I misfolded to be at the bottom. So we're going to turn it this way. And I'm kind of thinking since I have so many pockets, I'm going to glue this down nice and firm. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we're going to go this way with it. And we're going to get right up to that fold, but not I want to make sure this is centered in here and right up along there. Okay. And then when you have this up, oh look, I cut through my glue sheets. And then when you have this up, it's a nice big accordion. And this one. There you go. Now, if you don't like the coloring book part of it, and I suppose if I had, you could cover these before you put them in. I'm not overly worried about it. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to make more of these. So I guess that's our accordion pocket. Now I folded this over to be a tuck. So if we make a little clip in here, and ink that, okay, now we're going to glue that down. See, look, see the little ball of glue that spits out the top? It's already got a skin on it. I'm beginning to think I lose more Fabri-Tac to my glue rag than anything else when it starts oozing like that. And the only way I have found to solve the problem is when it gets to that state, you unscrew it and let the air back in, and it relieves whatever pressure is causing that bubble to form. If you're having that problem, that's what I have discovered. So, I think I just stuck my finger in a wad of glue. All right, let's burnish this. And that is that edge. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you start putting stuff in that pocket, you've got room to expand since you've got 6 pockets here. But that's that one. And then I guess here is where you would put your closure, whatever that's going to be. But yeah, so we got 2 made. These were a lot of fun. I love these. I'm probably going to make more of these because I think they would make great add-ins to journals. I mean, heck, you could even sew these into a signature. Or sew them into a journal. Or you could sew pages into them and make them little mini journals. We ended up tearing edges off of this one, so it's not 9 by 9. Or 9 by 12. So yeah, we got those done. I think the napkins made a good addition to this one, especially with the way this paper is. And I hope you liked these. And you'll join me again for next week's weekly challenge. I'm still catching up. She's still ahead of me. So yeah, you'll be looking back a little bit to come see mine. But I hope you'll join me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.